Hello everyone, welcome to yet another episode of DeedlesRetro, where, yes, we're still playing Elite on the BBC Master, my venerable old computer I bought off of eBay. Let's have a look where we are then. We are Deadly, been Deadly for ages. It takes a long time to get between Deadly and Elite. Deadly is the last rank before Elite, but it's a long way. When you reach Deadly, you're not even halfway through the game, if you're aiming to get to Elite. With fugitives, don't know why, obviously killed some police at some point, it happens a lot. 121,000 credits, which is pretty good. All the equipment, including my fussy way of having lasers. I've got front military laser, rear beam laser, left pulse laser, right mining laser. There's 4 types of laser, 4 directions you can have them. I've gone for all of them. We're here in Galaxy 7, almost bang in the middle. There are 8 galaxies. And we're in this little cluster, and I like clusters because you can hyperspace between them. That red circle is a range of your fuel. So if I were to go from here to Enarines over there on the right, that would be it. I'd have to dock to refuel, or do skim the sun or something to refuel. And if you're in sort of trouble, if you get into some sort of fight and start losing badly, you can't hyperspace out, because I mean, you can escape capture or energy bomb or something, but you can't hyperspace out, which is cheaper. So I like going between close together places, because you can hyperspace out and refuel, and you don't have to refuel and you can come back. So I'm actually at this feudal planet, and I have been going between there and there. So let's go for it. So the only way to get elite is to kill lots of things. How many? When I say things, I mean ships. How many ships you see? That's right, not very far. How many ships you see depends on the kind of government. We're in a corporate state, tech level 13, which is pretty high. I think 15 is the highest, and there's probably only one of those in the galaxy. There's probably a few 13s. So you don't get attacked. I mean, you can see nothing's attacked us yet. That was a rock, space rock. Whereas this planet nearby, is a feudal planet. The busiest planets to go to in terms of being attacked are anarchy planets. As the name suggests, there's supposedly no police, you get attacked a lot. Feudal is the next level up. So that's where we've been going to, because I can't see an anarchy one nearby, so I'm going to a feudal. Busy enough. It's slightly less mad than an anarchy planet, so you get a little chance to refuel and regroup and so forth. So a slight breather between incidents. So what I'm going to do here is, actually, am I? No, I was going to say I was going to dock, but I don't really need to because of the fuel. I really just used it for exposition, but anyway. Let's go to the feudal planet and get some kills. So the only way to get elite is to kill ships. So that is what I do. Here we go. First catch of the day. What have we got? So little dots come out of it, which I think is escape capture, which basically means he took too much damage and bugged out. That also means I can capture it. There we go. Oh, next attack is coming in. A couple of ships. One ship. No ships. Why did I do? Oh, I've got a little blue thing appeared this time. Why did I do that? Well, I just don't like to leave witnesses. Everything you kill, ooh, that came up quick. Everything you kill counts towards your rank of elite. So it hasn't helped much, but it has helped. Like that ship as well. Just let my shields come up a little bit. I feel this game... Oh, hello. Right. Things got busy. This red thing down below is a Thargoid. These are the big baddies of the game. As you can see, not that big, not that bad. Also, I'll attack these guys. We're not doing very well here on hitting them. Why am I trying to fight them from the back? Because I took out my front shields. Let's go around and get them. And this blue thing, I believe, will be a Thargon. This is a drone that the Thargoids use, and they're like mini versions of their ships, and they kind of swarm you, as you sort of saw briefly, and it comes in as alien items when you pick it up, but it's a Thargon. It's the only way to get alien items. You'll see it at the bottom of the market prices. At the bottom, but you'll see there's none in stock in this system. That's why there's no tonnage available. You can't buy it, even if I go and sell one. You can't buy it. The only way to get them, pick them up. So we've got a ton, so that's some money. Got a few more kills there, and I'm just going to wait for my shields to come up. As you can see, the front shields are about a third of the way, just over probably. And it's like madness to go into a battle with low shields, because not that you get much of a choice. I suspect something will appear before I fill it up, but yeah, I don't want to. Basically, if you die, you go back to your last saved game, which is when I started this session. So those kills I've got, including the Thargoid, won't count. They won't have happened effectively. Gone back before that. So you can only save the game in a space station. So every now and then I make sure I go to a space station, dock, and save the game. I've said it before, but I think of it like the game The Weakest Link, the quiz show on television. If you don't say bank, you don't get any money. If you don't save the game, you stand a chance of losing the game. That's not going on. It's still not going on. Okay, at least I've got one of them. The other one. It's a bit better, but lost all my shields now. But so on the dashboard at the bottom, on the left hand side, oh hello, too busy, look, can't talk about that now. Under attack. We've basically got the shields at the top. Left is front shields. Half shields, AS. Then you've got fuel level, which has nothing to do with flying around like this. It's purely to do with hyperspace. Fuel tank gives you a range of 7 light years. It's not 7 light years, which is fine. As I say, we're in a little cluster, so we can. This shows you the range. You notice it's a little bit smaller than earlier. That's the 6 light years because we've done a couple of jumps. Let's grab this cargo. So below the fuel is the cabin temperature. There's a sun in the system somewhere. There's the planet. They're all a bit basic. There's just a planet and a sun. I can't see the sun, but it's there somewhere. We did see it earlier. I can't see it now, but there's nothing pointing you to it. That little compass top right of the radar points you at the no, there's the sun, points at the planet. Anyway, there's the sun. I can fly towards that and I can refuel, but if I do so, the cabin temperature, CT, will rise, and that, if it gets too big, it'll blow up. Below that is the laser temperature, which goes up with fire. If it gets to the top, your fire rate really slows down. Doesn't do any damage, but your fire rate slows down. And then below that's the altitude above the planet. And then the missiles, use one. Oh, I'm going after the wrong thing. And on the right hand side at the top you've got speed. I tend to fly around at half speed because it gives you a bit more manoeuvrability. I've gone up to full speed now. You've got roll is the next one, which I'm not really showing you because there we go. So how much you're rolling left and right. And then you've got dive and climb, DC. And then the energy banks, there's 4 energy banks. And basically when they get these will start to eat, any more damage will start to eat through your energy. And if that hits 0, you blow up. And that's the end of that. There we go. And in the middle of that, of course, is the radar. Yeah, we got it. Now somewhere out there is a spaceship. It's slightly out, he's out of range of the radar. That's probably him there. But I can't move on here. I can't jump any further. Until he disappears. It's gone now. Very weird. Very weird. Don't know what's happening with that. Let's ignore that and... Right, this could well be police. I think. Why do I think it's police? They didn't come to attack me. And I've got some narcotics, and that's an illegal cargo. And even here on a feudal planet, they will come and have a look. But the first ship tends to do this, just to come and have a look. He's flown away. Again, can't jump because he's there. Most annoying. I can't hit him because he's too far away, really. I've hit him and now he's not going to be happy. I've fired a missile at him. As you can see, he's changed course. Presumably he's coming towards me. Here he comes on the radar. You can see him. I wouldn't really expect this to hit. I thought they had the ECM system to block it, but he didn't. Oh well, his loss. We're probably now fugitives. We are. This is because we've just killed a police ship, which is probably not a good plan overall, but that's the way I roll. Right, let's get this cargo. So I always pick up the cargoes that get dropped because they're free, basically. You can make money by selling cargo. Every planet has a price for everything. It changes every time we come to the planet. Here's the prices currently. So what did we just pick up? Didn't really notice what it was, but let's say it was radioactives. Radioactives, 18.8 credits. That's just literally free money because I didn't pay any money to buy it. A couple of ships. We continue. Oh, okay, got a few here. Okay, 4 ships, not much damage. But they've dropped 4 bits of cargo, well 3 bits of cargo. Let's go get them. That missed. That's a bit annoying. Better than hitting my shields, which I did before. So when something blows up, it has a random chance of dropping some cargo, and it will head in a random speed and a random direction, basically. So you have to go chasing after them like this. Here we go. And bosh. Next we go for this one, which is a little further away. Textiles, food. Very uncontroversial. Okay, we're under attack, but I'm going to collect this first, which is of course the wrong thing to do. Especially with bit of a kill, but I just don't like leaving them there, and they're easier to shoot when they first appear because they're right in front of you and flying towards you, always flying towards you. Okay, let's get this good. Next victim, please. Another. Not very good here, is it? We did alright, but not enough. Okay, next. Looks like one ship, hopefully. It's a further lance. Kind of usually see a bounty hunter. Was ejected. Actually did a lot of damage to him when he first appeared. So when you pick up one of those escape capsules, they become slaves. This is one of those things I suspect would not happen where this game to be written now. This obviously was written mid-80s, well, early 80s. Yeah, I just don't think if you eject and get picked up that you would become a slave in the world today. Let's put it that way. Oh, that was a police ship. Another one coming to range. Another ship. I don't know what it is yet. Could well be police. Didn't get a reward, which you do get for pirates. I suspect it was police. But with fugitives, it says their legal status fugitive because we've killed police ships. We don't get any more than fugitive. You're either an offender for doing something naughty. If you then just destroy a police ship, you become a fugitive. Right, we've got bargain, which I haven't yet hit. Got some hits in there, but not a lot. I'm ignoring the other ships. Got another bunch of ships came in as well. I'm ignoring them. There they are. Let's get them. Okay. Stop for a second. Have a look around, because there should be. That's a planet. Should be a bunch of Thargons somewhere. So there's something here. That could be a ship, could be a Thargon. It's a ship. Cargo, and then we'll go back. There's two little points, little light blue points on the radar, are probably Thargons from a Thargoid. They're little drones, as I mentioned before. We've met them already. As soon as the mothership dies, these things just go completely inert and stay still in space. You can tell they're Thargons because they're sort of stripy. If you look at the way they're drawn, they're sort of red and white or light blue stripes. There's another one here somewhere. There he is. Let's get them off the radar, because they appear on the radar is the same as a ship, so it starts getting confusing as to what's a ship and what's a Thargon. So tidier to clear them up first. Alright, here we've got another one. Goes very nicely. Drop to some cargo. Try and align up with it in its flight path, and got some more food. So quite a bit of stuff. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. About half full. And here we have a trader. This is a pirate. Just some unfortunate soul who happened to be flying for some reason dead in front of me. So you blow them up, you get a kill. It still counts, despite the fact you've just killed an innocent bystander, effectively. And they drop a load of stuff, which is usually quite hard to get because it scatters so quickly. But actually this stuff looks fairly static, so we may well be able to get all of this one this time, if I can aim properly, as I failed to do then. No, the other one went. I know I've got a ship coming in, but he's not exactly testing my shields out, is he? Right. That ship that seems to have attacked me briefly flown away. So can't jump because that ship that before that one that attacked me just flew away. So we're just going to have to find out where he is. It's not radar, it's flown further out. Oh, it's probably him there. There we go. Let's go for him for a little bit. Okay, we're getting some other ships coming in. We better deal with more imminent threats than the spaceship that's too far away to even hit. Didn't get any bounty. Here he comes. Here he comes. Sometimes they just go for a little break and then decide to come back and have another go. Good ship. Just from the way it looked. I think it probably was. Boom, boom, boom. All good. Happy with this so far. Multiple signals. There's more going on the radar. Oh, there we go. I think those were ships, but I'm not entirely sure. But I've blown them up anyway. Oh. immensely irritating when they whiz past you like that. You basically have to get them in the bottom half of the screen to matter about speed. But if they're not on the bottom half of the screen, or they're just away, they will miss you, or they'll hit your ship instead of being scooped up, which is a bad thing. It just does some damage that you will fairly quickly recover from, but it doesn't help if you immediately get into a battle. That's short and sweet. Thank you for your contribution. Now this is dark blue. And the radar, on the radar, that is dark blue on the radar, and that is based on the size. And the smallest ship is the only one that's dark blue, and that was it. It's called a worm, and it's teeny tiny, and completely so I have no idea why anyone would attack me in a worm. It's like the age-old saying that don't bring a knife to a gunfight. That is very much what they just did. Possibly even worse, like a pea shooter to a gunfight. But I commend their bravery, and I got some part of a kill for it. No. Okay, it's probably a couple of ships. Oh no, it's and there's a bit of cargo. Huh. Oh, I did get it. That's good. Thought I'd missed it. That's a rock. So another thing I could do with the rocks, if you remember, I have a mining laser, as it's called. It's a good equipment. Right mining laser. So this gun on this view, that's what they call a mining laser. If I were to line up with those rocks, I could shoot them, and they'll turn into little, basically splinters them. I think they're even called splinters, the little objects that come out of it. You can scoop them up as minerals. It's a fact. And minerals are not worth a lot, so it's not really worth the effort. But again, it's free money. It's just stuff that appears that you just effectively can scoop up. So if you have a look here, minerals. Is it minerals? Oh yeah, down towards the bottom. 11 credits, which is hardly anything. Further lance. Oh, I've got a Thargoid in range as well. Thargoid. Because I've not much of nice shields on the front, as you can see. That's not good, that Ready to go. Go. Individually, a Thargoid is really bad, but because of the Thargoid, they can swiftly outnumber you. And a little coordinated attack by a bunch of Thargoids, Thargoids. Pain in the butt. But we survived that one, but the old shields are a bit low. So what I might do is pick this thing up. And here it is. Another alien items. 4 tons now. And skedaddle, to be honest. Another ship comes into range. Why have I done that? It's basically to bank kills that I've got. I don't want to die and lose all that. Wow, that's dropped a whole heap of stuff. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen so much stuff out of one ship. Of course, this is a fairly peaceful planet, so I'm not expecting to be attacked. So I feel duty bound to try and scoop it all up. Let's see how we get on. Got one lot. This stuff scatters fairly quickly. So even though you think, oh, it's all just come out of one ship, it'll be easy. It's not. You can see some of it's nearly off the radar already. So what's the next nearest bit? Oh, we're under attack. That's going to make it interesting, isn't it? Alright, this way. I'll get this and then I'll deal with that ship. So much stuff. You don't get much money for it individually. They're just alloys which are worth 41 credits each. It's respectable. It's completely free. Let's go for this one. So because of the amount of stuff that come out, there's no way we're going to get all of it. We've actually got a fairly full inventory already. There we go. We'll get this one. There's another one just down below, you can see. This one's cargo, not alloys. Let's get this one. There's another one that's still on the radar. We'll try and get that if we can pick this one up. Looks like cargo again, which is good. Food. After all that, it's food, which is usually worth like a couple of credits, but never mind. Oh, there's another one, possibly. Add up how much we've got. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, so we might have 34. This might fill us up. That could be police, because we've got narcotics on board. Don't have to be. I'm a little bit keen to attribute every ship that comes along as police, but it's entirely possible. Let's have a look. As you can see, the radar is not clear when ships are up close. No, it's not police. Look, it's a little crate, however you want to pronounce it. Right, there was another piece of cargo, but I'm going to ignore it. Okay. What have we got? We've got 10, 11, 14, 17, 20, 35. We are full. That's good timing then. Oh, look at the price of narcotics. So narcotics, that's cheap. As you can see, it's the cheapest thing they're selling. But they can also have a price of around 100. And anything in between. It's so variable. And they've got stock 32 tons. So it's more than tempting. Because if you sell it for 100, and you can sell it for 101, 102 if you're really, really, really lucky. That's 100 credits per ton. That's 3,500 credits, more or less all profit. Not quite, but very nearly, because you only spend 30 odd credits buying it. 30, 40 credits. So that's on. I completely accept the offer. I think it's very generous. I will buy 35 tons of narcotics and see what money we can make. There's a space station. Head towards that. We haven't docked for a little while. We've met 3 Thargoids in that time, so we've got quite a few kills, which is good. And we've got a load of cargo. We've got completely full of cargo. Oh, screen's just gone blank, which is slightly alarming, but it seems to do it every now and then. There we go, coming back. I think it's, so obviously this is 40-year-old hardware. I'm not playing on an emulator. This is genuine hardware, and it's got some sort of converter that changes the RGB composite signal from it into HDMI, so an HDMI box, and I presume every now and then, because that's kind of an analog output being converted into a high definition digital signal, so I assume every now and then something slightly weird happens on the output, and it just doesn't know what to do with it. So it's not that the computer's crashed, thank goodness. Oops, didn't buy the other bits out. Okay, I'm going to sell all this. Nice, very nice. That's a lot of money, actually. Save the game. There are 32 of those, and we're going to go to a feudal planet that we were at. This time we're here for trading. Right, look at that price, 5 credits. I'm not going to sell them for 5 credits. I bought them for 1. I'll make a bit of money, but hardly anything. 17's not great either. This is why I like clusters, because I'm just hopping backwards and forwards. 88 credits, that will do me. That's basically a profit of 87 credits per ton. So we're going to have a bit of a battle to get to the planet. We quite possibly will be attacked by a lot of police. It can get really, really busy with police. This looks like police. Behaving like police. It sort of smells like police, you know? Police ships are always Vipers, and only when see a Viper explodes. Here's another one. I suspect police. It will take a while to get to the planet because of the interest we will get, but we will get there. That's not police because it's visible further away, so it's probably a Cobra or something. And we got some reward for killing it. You don't get that for police, as you can imagine. Just shot me with the sun. Okay, that was good, but then we got another one straight away. As you can see, laser temperature's going up, staying up because I'm firing a lot and not having a break in between shots. Okay, got more coming in, probably all police. As you can see, their interest in you is a lot higher if you've got a whole cargo full of narcotics. They're all counted as kills, at least a partial kill. Oh wow, I've got 3 different ships. Probably all police. Three. I've got some hits in there. Told you, it gets lively. But this, to me, this is a height of this game. It's a trader that's coming to view. Having a whole cargo full of narcotics is somehow the most fun you'll have in this game, just because of the interest you get from police vipers, as they're called. This type of ships that they are. It's just tremendous fun, basically. Collected that just because it was in range. I'm not really going to go after the others. We're too busy. And cargo's nearly full anyway. That's probably given us two spare tons of capacity, I think. Okay, right, where's the planet? Missed it. I'm hoping to head towards the planet a bit whilst there's nobody attacking. It's right behind us. Do a quick spin around. Pick up the pace a bit. There we go. We've got a little bit further. Collected another alloys. We've got one cargo capacity, I think. There's a couple of things around. Might just go for them. Just under so much attacked. Right, there's the alloys. Let's get the alloys. There's a asteroid. Why, you may ask. No bother. But I am not going to follow. Another one. Okay. Gradually eroded. There's no end to them, of course. Another trader, look, in front of us. Looks like an anaconda. I think we're full, aren't we? We are full, so I can't pick any of that up, even if I wanted to. But I get a kill for killing the anaconda. So we stick with that. Oh. There goes all the little bits of cargo. Bye. In the meantime, we just head for the planet. And hopefully to dock. Okay, here we go. Oh, space station was briefly in range. There's something weird about the space station proximity logic, I find. If you're flying like this, it will only happen when the planet is just bigger than that viewport that we're looking at now. So it's nearly there. If you turn away, chances are it will pop up. And if you turn back, it will disappear. There's something weird about the proximity. We're not even flying towards a planet, so how can we get into range? But anyway, doesn't always happen, but there's something weird going on. Right then, let's just carry on this way. Just killing everything that comes along. In a way, this of course helps us with our quest for elite. You can only get there by killing things. Doesn't help us a lot, but it does help us a bit. Oh, here we go again. Why do I fly at half speed? It's maneuverability, and also if you're flying towards them, like we were just then, we're both head on, so closing speed is as fast as it's going to be. I get more hits on them because I'm flying towards them slower. If there's loads of them and my shields are a bit down, I may well speed up, fly as fast as I can towards them so they get less hits on me. But the game is unbalanced in your favour. Your shots do... Oh, there goes the graphics again. on the HDMI. I think the game carries on, but the HDMI can't handle it. The game is unbalanced in your favour. Your shots do a lot more damage to them than their shots do to you. I can kill them in about 4 hits. They need loads. So if I could get more hits on them, I would. Yeah, they're still shooting at me. Of course, at the same time, they get more shots on me, but mine will kill them. Theirs won't kill me. So unless I'm a bad shot, which happens sometimes. Sometimes they come along and I don't really hit them very much, particularly if there's loads of them. But usually not. Right, we are in range of the space station. We didn't use any equipment, no missiles or anything, so all we need to do here is dock and sell our cargo and save the game, of course. Should make a tidy amount of money. I also dock at half speed, so that you can do things like this, avoid ships that have come out of the space station. Here we go. Let's just get ourselves docked. Buy some fuel. Don't need a missile. Sell all that. We should be on about 125, 126. Bingo. Let's go. Let's go back here. See, narcotics even higher. Even though I bought them here, I could sell them here for more than I just sold them, but I've got rid of them. I'm happy with what I did. I'll go back. I'm going to just go back to killing. That one, whatever that was, maybe even 2. Okay, this is definitely going to be more than 1. This is a crate. I don't know how you pronounce it. We dropped a bit of cargo. And we sold everything so our cargo hold's empty again. Let's get around filling it. That's a really evasive cargo canister. I'm convinced they get given a random direction and speed when they get kicked out of the dying ship. Get spawned in the game. And instead of just adopting that, you have to manoeuvre around, point in the right direction, that sort of, and then speed up and that sort of thing initially, and then once they're on course, they don't change. But something goes on because they don't just fly off in one direction. They sort of, some of them twist around. Right on, Commander. That is an important achievement. We've only just saved, so I'm not going to do it again. If you've been watching any of these videos, you know what that is, because I've been on about it for feels like months. That's progression through the game. So that message comes up every 255 or 256 kills. You need, so between the rank of deadly, which we are in, we have achieved that rank, but we're still working our way up to the next one, which is elite. Between those two ranks, it's 15 right on commanders. So it's 15 times 256 kills, which is something like 3,800 or something like that. 3,600. I don't even care about exactly what the number is. It doesn't make any difference. So I just got that message. That is the 8th one I've received since achieving deadly. So if all the maths are correct, and how do I know it's 15 between deadly and elite? That's from websites I've looked at where they've analysed the code. Basically, Ian Bell, one of the writers of the game, along with David Gardner, released the code in assembly. I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that, years and years ago. And people have, because it's a well-beloved game, People have analysed the code to look at how it all worked and the differences between all the versions and stuff like that. And one of the things they looked at, it's kind of the key point of the game, is how many kills you need, how the banks work, and all that stuff. And they worked out how many you need. It's not as easy as just 256 kills. Not on this version. What do I mean? So, this version, I should say previous versions, there's still 2 ships there somewhere. Previous versions, I can see them on the radar, I cannot see them on screen. Oh, there they are. Previous versions, everything you shot, those 2 ships, were a kill a piece. Everything you shot, a missile, asteroid, anything, Viper, Fer-de-Lance, Thargoid, no matter what you shot, it was worth 1 point when you destroyed it, one kill. This version, they made it tougher, which is one of the reasons I picked this version. So they turned everything into a decimal version. What does that mean? Well, I don't know what I'm kidding because they're too small. Let's say this is what is it? It's an adder. I can't remember how much they're worth. Somebody's created a little table of what they're worth. I haven't memorised it. I don't have it sort of printed out and stuck next to me or something like that. I don't know. I'm just shooting it. But that's worth, say, 0.5 of a kill or 0.3 of a kill or something. So you need to kill 2 or 3 of them to get 1 of the 256 kills you need to get right on commander. Thargoids are worth 2.3, I think, something like that. The innocent traders that sometimes appear in front of us on the radar is pink. We've killed a few. They scatter loads and loads of cargo, usually, sometimes at least. Those are worth 1 kill, from what I remember. Now, it's been months since I've looked at it, so they're worth killing. But Vipers are worth 0.1 of a kill, which is just to disincentivize you to shoot Vipers at the space station, basically. Because one of the ways to get elite in the old days was to sit in front of a space station and shoot at it with no speed, just sit there static. And if you're lined up right with the door and keep blasting with a powerful enough laser, a military laser like we've got, you can get a lot of kills because the police ships come out the door into a hail of fire that's already coming at them, and as I said, it's balanced in your favour. You can kill them with a few shots, and you can kill loads of police that way. There is no such thing in this game as 0 speed. So if I stop, you'll see the stars are still moving. So you do eventually reach a space station. So you do have to. You can't do that forever and just sit there with a military laser and become lit. But it is a trick. It doesn't work so well on this one because they added the decimalised kills ratio, kill points, as I call them. Yeah, so basically, what does that mean? You have to kill things. It doesn't change the game, it just changes the amount of things you need to kill. Fer-de-Lances, cobras, pythons are worth more than around one. It's not much. So I don't like fighting them. But as you can see, you cannot choose what you get attacked by. It's all random. I mean, you can if you're going to attack the space station. You can get attacked by Vipers, but here in space, it's random. If you've got narcotics, you'll get more police, but you will still get attacked by pirates as well. You can't choose what you're going to attack by. So what does it care what the points are worth and that sort of thing? I don't count the points. I just kill everything. Asteroids are worth a little tiny piece of a kill. It's at 0.05 or 0.3 or something. So 3% of the kill. Some of them are asteroids like this one. Oh, thank you game for doing it bang on cue. It's a boulder. It's smaller than an asteroid. That's it. That's not even worth 0.03. It's worth 0.02 or 0.01. So in other words, we have to get 100 of them to get one kill. But they appear right in front of you like this, and you just have to shoot them. You see, not illustrating the point where I'm not shooting it, but I did get it in the end. So that doesn't get you a lot. It does get you something. It does gradually add up. So I may need to get thousands of those to get a kill, a full kill. I don't know what it is, but it's something crazy. But during the course of the game, they keep appearing in front of you. You might as well kill them. Okay. Yeah, I got a bit annoyed there. So that was my energy bomb. That was possibly a bit rash. They were destroying me, as you can see. My shields are down, my energy was dropping. I'm going to jump and hope I don't get any attacks, but I am. So I'm flying at this one. I suspect this is police, but I don't care. Thankfully he didn't really attack me. Okay, so as close as we can get to the planet, which is a bit annoying. Narcotics are a little cheap, but not really cheap enough to be worth it. The shields are already on half full. It's a bit annoying. I used an energy bomb. You have to spend 900 to get that back, which is a bit expensive. I could have tried to fight them with missiles, but that's my kind of get out of jail free card. A man, but not a police ship. The other option you have is escape capture. Just hit the button called escape, and you're immediately outside of your ship and you reappear immediately in the space station. You lose, obviously, your escape capture, but also all your cargo. No kills or anything. There's all money. Oh, thing's gone again. Wait for that to come back up. You don't lose any money other than the fact that escape capture costs 1,000. So you need to spend 1,000 to buy a new one. But they are useful if you get into deep trouble. I, however, tend to hit the energy bomb. Okay, let's get back there. So this is a high-tech level planet. We can buy any piece of equipment we want. That will include the energy bomb, so we'll buy that to replace the one we just rashly used. Right, we're getting closer to the planet here, and no space station is appearing. Oh, there it is. No, it's not. Okay, we're having one of those. Flights. So we have to be careful here. This happens randomly. You can smack into the planet even when you don't seem to be that close to it. You can see the altitude, which is sort of bottom right, just above the missile count. Bad things can happen. I have done this before. We crash into the planet, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for so many reasons. Because, okay, I think we're going to be alright. We should be coming, should see altitude going up somewhat. Oh, okay. I'm trying to line up with the, so, again, said this so many times, so apologies for those that have heard it before. Every space station points towards the middle of the planet. You can sort of see it there. Those are ships that are coming out. They're flying straight towards the planet. That's where the door is. I aim for that line, the line that goes between the space station and the planet. And I try and stop on that line, and that means I am... Oh, and I missed it completely here. It means I'm then lined up for the door if I am on the line between the door and the planet. And then I just turn towards the space station and fly in. That's the way my docking method, and that's why I never use docking computers, because they do that but with an enormous amount of fuss, and they are not very reliable. I've died more times with docking computers than anything else, I think, over the years, so I don't trust them. Look, we're nearly lined up. I'm pretty happy with that. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Okay. Right. Fuel. Energy bomb. Sell my little gang of stuff. So I lost a bit of money because I had to buy the energy bomb. But otherwise, we're looking pretty good. So we've got that 8th right on commander. That means we're over halfway. Definitely we already were, because 7.5 right on commanders is halfway between deadly and elite. And we must have been on that at the start of this session. But we're definitely over halfway. What I said I was going to do, we're in Galaxy 7. I want to see all the galaxies, but there's only one more, which is number 8. And I said I'd spend 3 right-on commanders. Once I reached deadly, I'd spend 3 right-on commanders in each galaxy. So I did 3 in galaxy, the previous galaxies, until I reached here. Just done 2. So now on our 3rd, or heading towards the 9th out of 15. So I was going to do the 9th here. Once I've reached number 9, I'll hop to Galaxy 8 and get 10, 11 and 12. Then I'll hyperdrive again, galactic hyperdrive again, which should bring us back to number 1, Galaxy number 1, where we started. And I was going to head to my old haunts, Lave and the planet Reedquat, which is an anarchy planet, to try and get elite. Well, I will get elite, let's put it that way, at the anarchy planet. So, but what I'm going to do now, I want to see a bit of the galaxy. So now I've achieved the 8th right on commander. I want to do a bit of trading and build up the money a bit, and get kills along the way. What I'm thinking of is heading down. This takes a little while, to this little cluster down here. No particular reason. I have no idea what they're like, but I just want to travel the galaxy a bit rather than just... All I've done really is gone backwards and forwards between the 2 planets near me, killing things. So I want to see a bit more. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Anyway, this is where we're at. That's this session done. Join me next time as we continue the journey, the long journey to Elite.